Minnesota Fighting Vikings quarterback Kirk Cousins was on the Kyle Brandt football podcast, and he talked about his thoughts on COVID-19. Now, they were not what I expected from Kirk, because Kirk seems like a bit of a hypochondriac, the kind of guy who has hand sanitizer for his hand sanitizer, full-on OCD, but... All right, so here's his quotes from the show. These quotes grabbed by Andrew Kramer of the Star Tribune. Question, what do you do if someone sneezes in the huddle? Well, sneezing isn't really a COVID. Cousins. Well, I think in the building there's going to be a dichotomy of people. Love that Kirk used the word dichotomy. Of people who couldn't care less about the virus, have no concern about it, haven't lost a minute of sleep about it, and then you get people on the other side of the spectrum who every second of every day they're consumed with fear about it. So what you don't know is who's where on the spectrum when you first go back. Some of it is when you're with a smaller group and know everyone in the group, is not as concerned. Then is there a way not to freak out when someone sneezes? The flip side is, yeah, if you're in a huddle and one of the guys is definitely concerned about it, you're not going to disrespect him and sneeze in his face. Well, why would you sneeze in his face anyway, Kirk? Money changes people. Kirk gets money, and then all of a sudden he thinks he can just sneeze in everyone's face. So we got to factor in our audience and the situation. But, I mean, they're talking about wearing face shields. I don't know how they're going to breathe at practice if we're doing that. But at the same time, if that's the protocol and we have to abide by it to have a season, we have to find a way to make it work. Brant asks, on a spectrum of 1, masks are stupid and you're all a bunch of lemmings, and 10 is I'm not leaving my master bathroom for 10 years. Where do you land? Cousins, I'm not going to call anyone stupid for the trouble it could get me in. But otherwise he would, but he wouldn't. Yeah. But I'm about a 0.0001. Really? How come? Cousins, I want to respect other people's concerns, but for me personally, if you're talking no one else can get the virus, what is your concern you could get it? I'd say I'm going to go about my daily life. If I get it, I'm going to ride it out. I'm going to let nature do its course, survival of the fittest kind of approach, and just say if it knocks me out, it knocks me out. I'm going to be okay. Even if I die, I die. He went full on Rocky IV. If I die, I die. I'm kind of at peace with that. That's really where I fall on it. So my opinion on wearing a mask is really about being respectful to other people. It really has nothing to do with my personal thoughts, end quote. So, I mean, his thoughts on COVID, again, it surprises me a little bit considering how he went about his business in the offseason. Quarantine in Florida, wasn't working out in Woodbury with the receivers during the offseason, even though he said he would, as well as, I mean, the way that this man likes his steaks prepared, human kidney style. And then so Kirk actually struck me as the kind of dude who would wear a mask while he's munching down on some delicious pizza ranch. So he's eating through the mask. The mask doesn't have a hole. It just makes it work. As well as, slumbering in a sleep number bed with a double mask. 2 masks at night. Because that's when the Rona gets you, is at night. But, I mean, Kirk is obviously entitled to his own opinion, and frankly, a lot of people do share it at this stage. And, is the virus real and serious? Yes. Is it the global killer that everyone needs to hide in their basements forever and ever and ever and shut down all the businesses and that the media seems to portray it? I mean, is the narrative greatly belying the actual facts and data? So, knock on wood, it does seem that the worst is over. And the NFL, respect. The NFL has taken this thing very seriously from the jump, putting in all of the protocols to have a season and being cautious and perhaps even overly cautious, which is not a bad thing in an unprecedented situation like this. It's going to allow us to have a 2020 NFL season, and it's going to be phenomenal because, frankly, think about 3 months ago. Would you have wagered that there was going to be a football season? It was really up in the air. But now it does seem like it's a minor miracle that this did get done. The NFL is a full steam ahead, unlike the Big Ten and the Pac-12. But yeah, we'll see. But let's get it going. Yeah. All right, so your thoughts. Cousins has some strong thoughts on COVID. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work? Pull some of the Venmo. But until next time, Skull, production value.